Pirate Mike here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I like to show all sorts of different treasures that you can find on beaches or really anywhere. But welcome to Pirate Mike's Treasure, and I hope you enjoy this channel. Thanks for tuning in. Not sure why I do it, but every time I find a $50 at the beach, I put it in my eye. All right, we're back at the beach. Sun just came out a little bit, so it's a little warmer than it was. Still a little overcast, but hoping we can find something good. All right, got a real dull, barely audible signal. Kind of feeling like it's probably gonna turn out to be iron. So far, everything's been real quick. Now, real quiet, excuse me. Now it's turned into a 12, so. I think it's in the scoop. Now it's a 17. Still getting used to the numbers on the 900. So, all right. So it's a little piece of aluminum. Got a tone someplace in the. It's all over the place, but mostly in the 50s. So. I'm gonna dig it and just see what we got. Doesn't sound real good. I'm gonna have it in a scoop on the first scoop. Now it's getting very irony. And I think what I see is a little part of a screw or nail. All right, I'm filming everything today just because I'm trying to get used to the GoPro. Sounds like something real small, and it is giving a little bit of an iron grunt. It's still down there. Again, it's not, certainly not a very pure sound. Quite frankly, it's a horrible sound. So it's out of the hole. Yeah, this sounded really bad in the hole. Still doesn't sound great, but it's definitely a little bit better than it was. Coming up in the 39 to 41. I think it's going to be a little piece of aluminum. Yep. A little chunk of aluminum. All right, have a high tone, bouncing around 80s up to 90s. It does have an iron grunt, so we'll see if there's anything good in there at all. I do love this 900, but it does have a bit of an Achilles heel that I have not figured out what the fix is yet. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off, and then I'll see if we get any. All right, I think I got it out of the hole. It's reading up 88, 89. In theory, that'll be a quarter, but we'll see what it really is. Oh, it is indeed a quarter. All right, I have another high tone. It's a little jumpy, but again, with all this black sand, nothing seems to ring up real pure. Seems pretty deep. All this black sand, things tend not to ring up real pure to what they are. I'm gonna go ahead and dig it up, and then we'll show you what I got. All right, looks like we got it out of the hole. Really deep, really deep. It's now ringing up in the high 70s into the 80s. And we have a fishing weight. All right, got another high tone. Showing up at 92 to 94, but I do think it's a coin. It's showing me that it's still relatively deep, but it's really got a nice high tone. Doesn't have much of an iron grunt. All right, it's out of the hole. See what it is. I'm inclined to think this is going to be a quarter. Yes, indeed, it is a quarter. And even though it's real dark, I think it's still clad. I don't think that that's silver. Just not quite purple enough. I find a lot of these on the beach, these green spill stoppers from Starbucks. I also get a lot of green straws. So I'd love to see Starbucks kind of come up with some way that we could recycle these and get maybe a free coffee if you get 100 of them, because they're just everywhere. And again, you know, they're very identifiable as being a Starbucks product. So I'd love to have Starbucks participate in some sort of a program where the stuff doesn't end up on the beach. A multi-billion-dollar company should be able to come up with some incentive for people not to discard these. All right, this thing sounded horrible in the hole. Pretty solid 45 now. And I think it's going to be a zinc penny. That's exactly what it is. I mean, it sounded horrible. My buddy and I were just talking about these little blue jellyfish that are floating in. They have a little sail on them, and they just kind of float up on the beach where they either get eaten by birds or dry up. All right, got that thing out of the hole. Super deep. Sounded horrible at first. It is horrible. I don't know what the hell it is, but unfortunately now I have to take it off the beach. All right, got a high 70s into the mid 80s. Now it's coming up in the high 80s, so I'm inclined to think it's a quarter. And indeed it is a quarter. There's a ton of iron out here, but there's a little chirp in between it, so I'm kind of hoping there's a coin or something in between here. It is a high tone. High 60s, low 70s. Now it's jumped up to 98, which is a little concerning. It's out of the hole. Still really high. I think it's a quarter though. Yeah, it was ringing up like a silver quarter, but it's not. It's a clad quarter. Okay, I got one in the mid 60s. And there is a shiny zinc penny. Spendable even. I get a lot of spendable zinc pennies. That one is definitely going to go back to the bank. All right, I had a horrible signal coming out of this hole. Now it's acting like a nickel, 27.28. See ya. If we complete the cycle, that's all we needed was nickel. Sure enough, we have a not so shiny nickel, so we did get a nickel at least. 5 times better than a penny. All right, got a 65, 67. And it is a blobberite, aka piece of aluminum. All right, got another high tone. Still really high, but I'm not getting a lot of iron with it, so it kind of is, for the most part, very intriguing. It just isn't a lot of iron. It's in the scoop, and indeed I do believe it's an 88, so I think it's going to be a quarter. Be nice if it was a big silver ring, but I don't think that's going to be the case. And it is another quarter. Another clad quarter. I've got a 62, 63. And we have another zinc penny. Alright, I got a pretty horrible 2930. Kind of rough. Usually a pull tab. So got it in the scoop. And I am pretty certain. Oh, wait a minute. All right, I may. That's crazy. I absolutely thought that was a pull tab. And it appears that it's actually possibly a gold ring. In fact, I think it is a gold ring. Definitely has some engraving in it. I am pretty certain that's a relatively light gold ring nonetheless, but I'm betting that's probably a 10 karat gold ring. And again, absolutely not what I expected it to be. I thought it was a pull tab, so I almost didn't film it. And if it is a 10 karat gold ring, it is actually my very first piece of gold with this detector, but I'm pretty certain it is. Just the inside is so gold. And yeah, as I kind of hit it with the my finger, it actually gets more and more goldy looking. I think it's just a really old ring that's been out here for quite some time. So again, very pleasantly surprised that I thought it was a pull tab. All right, here's the wrap up. Over here you've got all the trash and junk that people leave behind. What this thing is, I have no idea. Here's the iron and wire and stuff like that, and the globurites. I think there's a few things I didn't show on film. Coins, we did get 5 quarters, we got 2 dimes, and we got 3 pennies and 1 nickel. So for those who are counting, that is indeed the cycle. We got it one time. We got a fishing weight, and the only really good thing we got was this small gold ring. It weighs about 3 grams, pretty tiny. It's interesting, I thought it was a pull tab at first. Then when I got it out of the hole, it was so dirty that I assumed it was 10 karat gold, but it is actually 14 karat gold, not 10 karat gold. So again, 3 grams of 14 karat gold. So first gold I've gotten with that Equinox 900. And I was talking to my friend the other day, and when we were detecting, and he had found this stainless steel ring. It is a bit tarnished, but it kind of has that Rolex oyster band, or you know, what we'll call a subway pattern on it. And I was going to use this as a giveaway. So if you guys go in and subscribe and then comment stainless steel ring, I will pick somebody to win this. And I will do that not based on how many subscriptions, because the subscriptions are pretty slow. Right now I've got, I think, a total of, I don't know, maybe 10 or 11 subscribers as of the day I'm filming this. It might be 15, but at any rate, once I have a bunch of subscribers, I'm going to give that skateboard away, but I think we're going to do something a little sooner than that. So I'm going to give this one away. Right now it is mid-April, so I think what I'm going to do is give this away mid-June. So about a month from now, I'll send this, and it'll just again be determined by putting in stainless steel ring in the comments and say, I would like the stainless steel ring. And any other comments about how handsome your host is or anything like that would be greatly appreciated. And please pass on the channel if you enjoy it, and subscribe and turn on notifications as well. So thanks again, and I really appreciate you guys watching my channel. Hey friends, Mike here, also known as Pirate Mike. Just want to say thank you so much for checking out my video. And again, I know that the video quality and the editing quality is a little dicey to start with, but I'm just learning what I'm doing. Hoping that'll greatly improve over time. Also hoping that the targets I find will greatly improve. And again, I really appreciate it. And if you didn't mind subscribing, it would really make me happy, as I am a brand new YouTuber. Thank you.